Greetings, what's good, Mo? So today I'm going to show you guys how you can eat better today with a food scale, and that's what this whole series is going to be about. It's essentially just going to be me eating different meals, weighing them out, and having conversations with you about how you can use a food scale to help lose weight, gain muscle, or even just have better options in the kitchen. So let's get into it. Okay, here we have the Inkbird scale, which is probably going to run you about $20–$25. You can find one better than this if you got one. I don't really care because it's going to be based on your results. So here I have the bowl of jasmine rice. This thing is huge, but this is pre-made jasmine rice. And then over here I have some leftover tofu that we made in some sweet ancho chili sauce that I'm going to be making a bowl for you. And as far as adding a little bit more sauce and spice, I always trust Frank's Original Red Hot. As you can see, the bottle's empty because this is a black household. So let's get it. These are the macros. And we're going to go ahead and start building our bowl. Let's get it. All right, so first you want to turn your food scale on, of course, because if you don't, it won't work. And then we're going to place our bowl. Our bowl comes out to 481 grams, about 80. But we're going to zero that out. And then we're going to go ahead and add 100 grams of jasmine rice. There we go. 105. Let's see if we can get that to a perfect 100. There we go. I'll take 101. So then we'll zero it out again so we can measure out the tofu next. And we're actually just gonna finish this tofu off. There's only a little bit. So we'll see how much this is. That comes out to another 100 grams. So 100 grams of tofu, 100 grams or 99 grams of tofu, and 100 grams of jasmine rice. And there you go. That's your meal. So I'm gonna stick this into Chef Mike, and he's gonna help make this delicious again. Here we go, Chef Mike. I'm gonna go ahead and hit 2 minutes, and we wait. So while we wait, I wanted to have this conversation, which is the point of this series, and I wanted to point out to you that many of you that are watching this and are going to be sharing this and enjoying this are not necessarily gonna be in a place or position that you wanna be at the time you're enjoying this, right? So you may see me tracking my food, and one of the comments I get is, I ain't about to track all that food, man. I'm gonna just eat how I wanna eat. And that's a common problem you'll see in most people today, no matter what age, because you're so used to getting food handed to you. You don't work for it. You barely earned it because you just got somebody to hand you $5 or $6. But when it is time to be intentional about what you're putting in your gullet, you decide, it's a choice, you decide not to be informed on what it is you're enjoying simply because you feel good about what you're eating. So what this series is going to be teaching you is what truly you can be doing to get the results you want for your body, your fitness, your whatever it is you got going on. You could be a fat dude sitting on YouTube right now with no profile picture, leaving a hate comment. This video could help you because you will then understand better ways to eat in your house today. And you could also be a skinny girl who wants to get a fatter ass in order to attract that cute boy at the gym. But if you're not eating right, building muscle, putting in protein, you won't get there, honey. So what we will be doing in this series is having those conversations, and I'll be explaining to you how I do it, what I've learned, how other people do it, and we'll be critiquing the way common people tend to eat their meals, which is the seafood diet. So let's get into it. So here we are. We're about to enjoy some rice, tofu, and I'm actually going to show you some Kool-Aid. I'm going to track some Kool-Aid for you. And I want to show you what I use in my Kool-Aid. I add a little bit of lemon juice. Now, the reason I add the lemon juice is because I wanted to point out that many people who drink with this store-bought brand of lemon juice may put like 4 or 5 little drops in some tea every morning. The benefits that lemon juice has, if you can manage getting damn near a full lemon's worth of juice into your body, will benefit you way more than them little punk ass squirts you keep putting in your tea every morning. So if you know anything about acidity, or maybe having too much fat in your palate, having too many lipids and things like that, lemon helps break all that down. So what you can do is you can take your scale, you can change the unit to either milliliters, or you can do fluid ounces. We'll do milliliters, and it says 1 serving is 5. So I'll show you 5 right here. This is 8. This is 8. So this is already barely gonna be felt in your body. For a real glass, you're probably gonna want more, so around 70, just so you can start to feel it working in your body. And that's gonna be something that a lot of you are gonna have a problem dealing with because you're comfortable where you are. Making a change that's gonna challenge you and actually push you to truly get the benefits of something like this, it's gonna weigh on your mind because it's gonna be difficult for you to understand why you should be doing it, because you'd rather be happy and comfortable than being successful. Or at least you won't subside being happy and comfortable for a little bit just so you can be successful, right? So something like that, I notice a lot of people struggle with. So let's switch this over to fluid ounces and let's see how much this is. So this is 2.6 fluid ounces of lemon juice, right? And they wanted me to use 5 milliliters as a serving of lemon juice. It's supposed to be good for you. That'd be like if I recommended you to have a salad and only gave you 3 leaves and told you you get the benefits of it because you ate it every day. So at 2.6 fluid ounces of lemon juice, we added another 8 ounces of Kool-Aid, putting us at 10.4. So really 7.8 ounces, right? And this would be our drink. And so the next thing we'll be working on is essentially enjoying the meal. Yeah. So when it comes to how you enjoy your meals, right? And what really makes you happy in the kitchen and what makes you satisfied, do you always find yourself eating the same things? Do you find the things that you're eating beneficial to you? Are they actually helping you get to the goal you want to get? Like I was saying in the beginning, if you're a skinny guy and you want to build muscle, or if you're a skinny girl and you want to build muscle, or if you're a fat guy and you want to lose fat, is the choices you're making, or let me say that correctly, are the choices you're making today helping you do that, helping you reach that goal? And if they're not, and you're aware of it, why haven't you changed? What is stopping you from changing as far as making these very simple decisions? Now, for many people, it's gonna be a combination of things, right? You may have a problem with your friends. If you're a fat guy, I was a fat guy. And one thing I learned about my environment was being the fatter person of your friend group or your social circle, people kind of feel comfortable allowing you being that way. They're cool with you just doing fat shit and eating too much or constantly eating and having food, right? They're cool with that. But then when you start to actually make changes for yourself, being that person, you will realize that you don't want them to do that anymore. It's detrimental to your goal, your success. You want them to check you and you want them to say, hey, you may be eating too much, or hey, we're gonna pick a better option to go out to lunch today as friends, you know? So then you have to ask yourself an even harder question. Will they change for me? Because I'm changing for myself. I'm making better changes for myself, my future, my family. But would they change for me? Meaning, would they give up at least hanging out with me at the club drinking one night to maybe going to the gym one morning? Just one morning. Would they do it? And if the answer is a resounding no, or a solid, confident no, then you really got to ask yourself, is this environment going to help me get to where I want to be? And a lot of that is going to be surrounded by your food. Food is social, it's emotional. We tend to gravitate to things that we love and have nostalgia for, but these things can be harmful if they're unchecked. Like, I love spaghetti. My mom makes really good spaghetti. I love tacos. Tacos are really good. And if I really wanted to, I could eat a whole pot, right? Or I could eat 30 tacos. But I have to be intentional because I have a specific goal. And honestly, from my perspective, it seems as though many people don't have goals. They just have busy work. Like, going to the gym is just a time that they just spend. There's no real efficiency to that hour or hour and a half, however long they spend. So what I'm noticing is, even with people's food, they will just resort to what's in front of them or what their mind first lands on without a second thought. I've done this too. I'm a victim of it too. And it's simply a matter of being prepared, right? Because the elite version of what I'm having a conversation about is having a, coach or something like that really show you what meal prep looks like, really show you what meal planning looks like, and understanding your nutrition. But on a basic level, if you had an option between, if you pulled up at the McDonald's drive-thru, the typical burger you order, or replacing maybe the fries with a side salad, just something as simple as that, could you do it? And how long could you stick to it to get to a specific goal of, let's say, losing 10 pounds, right? And for many people, they haven't even had that thought because, again, they don't have a plan in place to make them think that way. And that's all this video is here to show you. So if this is something that, you're struggling with, or you just want to improve upon and learn more about, let me know in the comments. Let's have that conversation.